keys, please?
They're in the car.
Okay.
They can't.
Oh, no, it's just, I've got one piece I was kind of questionable for a 10-year-old.
Trust me, that's why I read different stuff. 10-year-old staring at me.
Okay,
You're on?
Oh, okay. I'm Cleo Creech, and I'm going to start with a couple pieces sort of left over from Valentine's. The first one was kind of a challenge poem based on a few found words from what's now, I guess, kind of one of the more famous set of crib notes in recent history. The words being energy, budget, tax cuts, and lift American spirits. It's called Dear Sarah. To feel your delicate palm caress my cheek, to feel the energy laying in your hands, the touch that sustains our love. I know we talk of budgeting our passion, but no, there are no half measures here. It taxes the heart, it cuts too deep to not feel those fingertips, to feel the dance of skin below the belt that lifts my American spirit. And this one was inspired, I guess everybody knows the actress Jennifer Love Hewitt. She just recently came out with an autobiography, and there was a chapter that was fairly controversial and got a lot of press. She writes a whole chapter on what she refers to as vajazzling, which is apparently something...
putting the jewel in her.
And I just had to start figuring, like, who is this friend of hers that she calls for this? And so this is kind of a persona poem written from her girlfriend's, apparently straight girlfriend's, perspective. It's called Vajazzled. I heard about the fight. Things said in anger slam doors. Now I circle the phone, eyeing it hard like a love-starved vulture. I wait for your voice, all sad and sweet with cookie dough ice cream. We'll laugh in pajamas, talk about what brutes, what pigs those men are. Then you pull out the Swarovski, a pool of liquid light resting in your gentle palm. My fingers lovingly caress those most intimate of parts, painting sparkle over soft pink. It makes you even more precious. My most prized of jewels. I am blinded by the light. And is that something really straight women would do for each other? I just kind of like, I have a hard time imagining that. I can imagine straight guys having girlfriend problems and somebody calling up their buddy going, how about coming over for some manscaping or something? Here's another kind of Valentine's poem. And it has a lot to do with kind of the men that we kind of go after. Prometheus in repose. The hand that would throw lightning bolts today brushes the hair from my eyes. The muscled flesh that moves mountains, pressing warm against me to yield, to give. The power in those fingertips, such strength to dance softly the length of my neck, my back, my chest above the heart. Such godlike strength, my free will, Prometheus, to bring me fire, passion, when all I can do is give a kiss. These two short respites come dusk and dawn, these brief tender reposes, these two short interludes between the vulture's talon and sleep's bliss. And I'm actually going to go back to an old piece, since it's National Poetry Month, and I have a big thing for the beat poets. This is kind of a love letter to Neil Cassidy, called In Search of Neil Cassidy. Where is my bent and broken bad boy, my sexually ambiguous Adonis, sleepy-eyed, chain-smoking slacker with full, sweet, bourbon-flavored lips? Always stoned and drunk enough for furtive midnight promises, but whose memory fades with morning light, so blessedly, emotionally unavailable. I need someone to visit in a dusty, dilapidated ranch house in Mexico. Someone whose wife will catch us in bed but still make us coffee afterwards. Someone that will die alone, needlessly and tragically young, so that I can always sigh, if only I'd been there. A mostly unrequited love that would inspire poems whose beauty is painful to the touch and leave nice faded photographs for the top of a bedroom dresser. And just, oh, one last one then. And a lot of you have probably been following on my Facebook thing. I've actually been working for the census. And this week was SBE week, where the focus was service-based enumeration, which mainly is counting homeless shelters, soup kitchens, and we spent one whole all night counting under bridges and stuff. And I was kind of struck by this kind of dichotomy of this whole thing being so numbers and statistic-based when you're dealing with actually very kind of real people and stories and things going on. So that's what this poem's about. Called Counting for Something. Counting the single mother getting 3 kids ready for school. 15 minutes for breakfast, 1 egg, 2 strips of bacon. 30 women in a 20 by 20 foot room. 6 a.m., concrete corners, 30-degree whipping wind. 1 coffee and 1 ham sandwich, 1 towel, 1 shower. 9 p.m., last cigarette, lights out. 4 rows each of 15 bunk beds. Under I-20, 7585, 3 a.m., person 1, person 2, person 3. Counting, 1 country, 2 worlds, 1,000 stories, countless souls. Counting for something.